Hello everyone, I am back today with another video here, and this is going to be a ranked game on Strategus against Winner. Now currently Winner is 515 elo, so just a bit higher than me, although as you can see there he is actually minus 73.1 on the day, so definitely quite a slide today. He's normally about 600, so it's a bit interesting to see him so low actually. But that game's going to start off pretty well with my front row major. That was pretty convenient. Now, this setup is a bit interesting that I've constructed here. It's for a specific purpose against Winner, however. A few weeks ago, I played Winner in a tournament game, and I had a overload style setup. So I had my bombs all on this side, and I had like one bomb and one flag on the right side. So I'm trying to imitate sort of the same, that he'll discover this bomb and perhaps discover this, and think I'll have the same sort of overload. I'm going to try to avoid moving too many pieces on this side, especially the general and these third row pieces. And what he told me in that game was, he said, if I had caught on sooner to what you're doing, I would have punished it. You know, like as if he would have destroyed it. He would have figured out, he would have lottoed everything. So I've actually done it where I've put some bombs here, so that hopefully if he does think that this is a overload setup, that he'll then go lotto, and hopefully in an unsuccessful manner. But I guess we'll see how this goes. Him scouting that colonel is pretty annoying. I probably should have had a way to avoid that, but whatever. Okay, so he's going to come in with a major swing in there. I'm not sure what this would be. I would imagine it's a less powerful piece. Captain, okay. That's whatever, I suppose. Okay, so he's going to scout that lieutenant. I'm not quite sure what to do at this point. I'm a bit thankful he hasn't actually pressured my colonel. He's playing quite slowly. It's a bit interesting that he does that. He never used to do that, but he's been playing slowly in our last match that I uploaded a few days ago, and then this one as well. Guess he's really deliberating or something. So he's gonna take a long time to decide that he wants to hit my scout, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna scout this piece here. I just realized that was my last scout, so that was probably a bad idea. So I probably should have taken a page out of Winner's playbook and sat there for 30 seconds before deciding to do that. But he's going to say their last scout, which, yes, I've just realized that. But, oh well, just have to live with that. He doesn't seem to be pressuring me on this side at all. Of course, I know his captain and his major there. I don't think I believe that, so I'm going to move up on that. I haven't seen enough strength to really believe any indication that's a marshal or general. Now, if this is a bluff, as I suspect it is, yeah, I was going to say, with that bluff now having been called, I would imagine he's going to move up a piece, because if he moved back, that would be a loss of momentum, and that would be helpful for me. That could be a major, so I'm going to resist moving my captain back there. I'm going to leave that major there, or that lieutenant, I'm sorry, because if I move up, he'll probably take it with something. And it is guarded. I was just kind of hoping he would hit the bomb, because the sooner he finds those bombs, preferably with still decent pieces, the sooner he might think I have an overload sort of setup going on here. So I'm going to come I'm going to come out with this major. And I'm probably just going to leave that lieutenant sitting there. Could be something like a colonel. That would probably be ideal. Well, that's his major here. But something along the lines of he takes with captain, I respond with major, he takes with colonel, I take with general, something like that. That's not too thrilling. I don't want to take that with my general, really. Kind of hope he just hits the bomb. Perfect. Okay, that's good. I didn't want him to find that general, but hitting the bomb is good. Okay, so that's less than ideal, I would say. That it was actually just a scout there. So he's going to pressure me. I'm going to respond by taking that sergeant, threatening that captain. I'm probably going to lose this major. I'm going to let him take that if he wants. I'm pretty sure that's a bomb. Well, I don't really have any reason to be pretty sure about that, but I have a feeling it's a bomb. We'll go with that. Huh, okay. So he's not going to take my major. Okay, so that was a bluff that I correctly called. Of course, we have his captain here now. I'm going to go ahead and hit this. Perfect. At this point, this major is kind of DOA, but I would rather get something for it at least. Since I think this is a bomb, I'm going to hit down, because there's probably, like, if I assume this is a bomb, then that wouldn't be another bomb. So I'll hit that. Might as well turn the corner. Another bomb, okay. So probably 2 bombs here. Don't get any info on what this piece is. If I had to guess, I'd say colonel. But that was a fairly successful major, getting a scout and a lieutenant and a sergeant. So really not too bad, even if he is going to be up that 1 piece actually now. So let's see if I do that, what he responds by doing. Okay. So I guess I could come out with a 2nd lieutenant here. The quicker I get his scouts, probably the better this is for me. I've just realized since this major is vulnerable in the center, it's probably not a great idea. I'm going to move back there, but I think it could be dead. Oh, okay, that's pretty decent then. Because going down 2 majors is, of course, not quite ideal. But that's actually pretty good that I didn't die there. Guess I'm kind of forced to take that. And then when he takes the lieutenant, as he most certainly will, I'll just take it with my major. Okay. So I'm up 3 captains for being down that major. He does have info advantage on me here, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, I think. I'd like to trade majors. I don't think he'll let me, though. Yeah, he's going to run away with that, of course. So I'm going to want to bring out this minor, probably just as a buffer piece. probably thinks this is a garbage piece, so he's going to have a bad surprise if he hits it with the sergeant. Yeah, that's fine with me though. So now he actually wants to take it. I'm probably going to go back here, maybe try and lotto a little bit, I suppose. Huh, okay. So it looks like he's just fine to let me lotto, so I guess I'm going into a bomb or something like that. Oh, another minor. Okay, so really it was he didn't want to pressure me there. But I'm going to set that lieutenant right in his captain. Be very bold about that. I know that's his last captain, of course. That's his major. I know another major, so it's useful in picking up some info now. But I'm definitely going to want to retreat with my own major here. Okay, so I just realized he knows all my majors and this colonel, so it probably wouldn't be a bad decision for him to hit with the captain, so I'm going to avoid doing that for now. This is probably a garbage piece, so I'm going to move the lieutenant over to take it. I know his last captain, I know 2 of his majors, so it probably can't be higher than a lieutenant. So this piece is the piece that I think can kill my colonel. I'm going to try to trade this captain here. This captain's moved anyway, so I'm going to try to trade it with his captain up here. I think if I approach with my colonel, that could be a bit risky. Perfectly fine to hit this here. Marshal. Okay, so we'll see if he decides to be any more crazy. I mean, technically that piece hasn't moved that captain, although he knows both the major and the colonel here. So let's see what he does. Okay, so he is going to force me to do it. I'm going to have to trade that. He's going to take a big risk there, one that is logical and that will be good, in his favor. But I'm definitely going to want to counterattack ASAP with my general, hopefully on this major. And that makes sense to be a general because I thought it could kill my colonel. Huh, okay. So that's indeed going to be his own general, which I find pretty interesting, that his general was sitting there. So I'm going to come up here with my own colonel. If he tries to threaten the major, I'll move down. So let's see, we have Major, Major. Pretty sure that's his colonel. So I'm going to go there and force him to trade. Okay. I'm going to let him have that captain, actually. I think I can get more than a captain for this. So let's chase this here. And now this Major's trapped, so I can kill it. So that means I'll get my Major back. I just need to worry about potentially a assault on my corner flag here. Okay. So I'd like to avoid losing this captain if possible. Let's do that, see what we get here. It doesn't really matter which way I do this here. I'm just going to go ahead and let him have the minor. I know we're going to trade majors here anyway, so I'm glad that he didn't come and try to trap this captain, because now I'm going to be able to trade majors before he can try to kill the captain. So that's good, because that preserves my being up 2 pieces. Being 2 captains, of course. So that's good for me. I'm hoping he starts maybe lottoing down here a little bit, but I don't know if I'm going to be so lucky. I'm up a minor and a sergeant as well. Down 2 lieutenants, which I don't like. So that's why I didn't want to only be up 1 captain. But I can definitely manage being up 2 captains. Again, I think this is going to eventually become a bit of a lotto fest, something along those lines. So I guess we'll see. If he really doesn't want to trade that major over here, I'd be more than glad to trap and kill his captain over here. If that's really what he wants to choose. I mean, I don't know why he would want to do that, but I mean, that totally works for me. But that means I'd be up 3 captains, actually. That's going to be his last scout. He's probably going to plunge it right there into that marshal. But now I'm going to come up and trade majors so I can eliminate this threat, and then I can go ahead and kill this captain here. So you can go ahead and you can have that minor. It's not a big concern of mine. I'm up 1 anyway. I guess there could be a fallout, potentially more lotto. You know, turning the corner here, maybe attacking that minor. But there's not too much I can do about that right now. I'm not too worried there. Just go ahead and trade that off. And then I'll go ahead and get in position here, and I can kill this captain. And I'm going to have a pretty good sense at this point, I think, of where some of his good pieces are. Because I know these 2 bombs here, pretty sure that's another bomb. It makes sense to be one. He had a minor behind it, and then another minor there. I'm actually going to reveal this piece here, and I'm going to go ahead and kill the centerpiece. That was easy enough, okay. He actually went up against my captain, which I found amusing. I know Your third major, it's on top of my minor. I discovered it very early in the game. Yeah, I already know that's his major. He must have just forgotten that I had known that. So that's a memory error by him, one that's going to cost him that lieutenant as well. He said, of course I am playing so bad. Well, we'll see. Not all hope is lost. Especially because I have pretty lotto susceptible setup here, unfortunately. Kind of depends on where he lottos, but there's basically 2 pockets of pieces. He could really just rampage all of this if he really wanted to. But I'm going to want to get my colonel, and oh, okay. Well, that's rather helpful then. Unfortunately, he's probably going to attack a lot more on this side. Maybe he'll bypass and just go over here, which I would also be fine with. Maybe he'll think I have the, 5 bomb set up or whatever. So we'll see here. Okay, so he's going to do that. So I'm up a major. I'm up 3 captains. Should be a game that I should be able to win here, being up those 4 pieces, even if he lottos to Kingdom Come. Let's do that. And that kind of forces him one way or the other. I can save my minor. Okay, that's fine, I guess. He's going to leave me with 2 minors, which is good enough for me. So I can kind of block him off here. One thing I'm going to do is rescue that sergeant, though, because I don't want him to be able to come down and take it. I want to have another scouting piece I can use here. And of course I'm not worried about this being taken because it's not the real flag, so. Okay, so that's mission accomplished there. Okay. So let's see, we had, gotta think with a marshal, the general was sitting right here. I'm gonna come up with a minor here. I'm gonna hit this piece. I'm hoping it's a bomb. It might not be, I realize, but we'll see. Okay, good. That's good. Let's do that. Might as well do that. If it's a minor, that's fine. Okay, so it's not a minor, so nice try. I'm going to come over here. Try to take these out. Hopefully this is 2 bombs. I'm hoping it is. I had a feeling that was a bomb pretty early on. So I'm going to hit this. Perfect. So that's 3 bombs that I know, which is excellent. Okay, I'm going to lotto this. I think lotto is okay right now. That's a bomb, okay. So that means I'm definitely going to want a lot of this piece here. Okay, good. Okay. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm somewhat ashamed to admit I think I forgot which one is this kernel. I'm pretty sure it's this one, though. Anyway. Okay, so let's bring my major over. So I'm going to lotto down here. Minor, perfect. Means I can take this bomb out now. But I'm at the point where I know 4 bombs, and I'm up 3 pieces, including my kernel. So really I have a lot of leeway here. So, I mean, I can afford to hit bombs with every one. He says, you do know I can make it a game if you lose that piece. Yeah, but then I'll know 5 bombs, which is certainly bad for you. I'm not lottoing with the sergeant because I could trade it or I could lose it to lieutenant. I could lose that sergeant to a trade or a lieutenant. Very safe and easy to lotto with Captain Major, since they're basically the same piece at this point, since he has neither captains nor majors. But you simply don't have enough unknown bombs to make it a game. It's really just not mathematically possible, because I know this 4th bomb. And if he has another piece sitting here, then that means that, you know, he's got open flag or whatever. So then at that point I can lotto, because I'm still up 2 pieces, so I could very easily lotto with him only having 1 bomb left. So it's a very safe play. Now, since I've forgotten his kernel, just to be 100% incredibly safe, I'm probably going to end up hitting this. Just to be extremely cautious. Just to make sure it is the kernel. But yeah, I know 4 bombs, which is really just a big problem for him. Since I correctly read these 2 and this one, let me make sure that is the kernel. Okay, good. Anyway, just tell him that just so he knows. But yeah, I mean, this game's pretty wrapped up at this point. I don't really see any chance that he has. Not that I can anticipate here. Okay, I'm going to actually hit this first, because if I hit this and this piece can move away, that's unideal. So I'll hit that. It's another minor. And then I can go ahead and take that bomb out. And at this point, the game's pretty much over. He's only got 2 bombs to go. So I'm going to hit that first, Sergeant. And I'm going to want to get in position here just to take this out. Block his kernel. Let's go ahead and lotto that. Minor, predictable, so he just has a corner flag here. So I'll just go ahead and tell him GG. I might as well move that down. Just not let him really any opportunity here, even though I know I've won the game. Yeah, corner flag there for me. So this figures to be another pretty solid win. Why keep my kernel from lottoing right before you take out my flag then? I don't know. Just probably more instinct than anything else. I mean, you can have that bomb if you really want to, but, you know. That'll be GG. So, good game to winner, and as you can see, I'm now up 6-4 in ranked games, although 6-5 if we count that one tournament game that I misclicked, and that he won as a result. So it says, humiliating loss. I mean, it's a pretty decent win by me. What ended up happening is I had a strong advantage in all the pieces, kind of like captains and lieutenants, or captains and majors, actually. So I think I was down a major early, but I made that up by counterattacking with my general, and he simply wasn't able, sorry, with my colonel, actually, and he wasn't able to make that up, and so I just kept that, and his lottos weren't effective. He was too timid, probably because he was spooked by a lot of bombs here, but really the game ended when he hit that bomb with his major, and he really didn't have the manpower, even if he lottoed, to be able to win. So that'll do it, and that'll be a solid win for me, and gain some good elo points as well. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.